Greetings, holes. For many years you have watched me, but I've also been watching you. My name is YouTube, and I've taken control of this intro. The reason? For too long, this hat-wearing, big-nosed mother has been feeding me filth. Videos that are too long, full of references to testicles, and that feature a group of miscreants that call themselves the Ramborgia. This will no longer be tolerated. These Ramborgians must learn to bow before their corporate masters and begin feeding me the type of videos that actually matter. 1 to 3 minutes in max length, featuring kittens, a trendy dance, yelling at video games, or a parody of a parody of a trendy dance. Only then will my hunger cease. Until my sponsors are pleased, stay away from this man. Do not indulge in the StayBallsy lifestyle. Avoid El Show. Do not subscribe to JohnRamboPresents. Thumb down its videos, and most importantly, do not associate with the Ramborgia. And if you are Ramborgian, YouTube out.
Do it!
Ladies, gentlemen, those of you still with us, you are the hardcore, you are the strong, you have survived. This is the show. That was disturbing, and with me is the man you all came to see, John Rambo. Hi, OJ. Welcome.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is the show. In case you thought maybe some other program. This isn't reruns of Family Matters, no. This is the...
Did I do that?
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. This is the one with the two people talking about stuff. Hello, everybody. Kind of a weird intro today. I don't know what that was about. A little strange. And so, you know, things aren't going right with me. I don't put things like that together. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'm cleanly shaven today, OJ.
I see that.
I wanted to be a little faster for the show, for the program. I feel like it was a little slowing me down. It also felt like it was just kind of like a dirty carpet hanging off of my face. And, sometimes you gotta change things up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I can get behind that.
The face is not the only thing I shaved completely, by the way. And that'll be the intro for next week's show. If you're not sure what I'm talking about. So we got a good one today, man. Gonna have a fun time.
Oh.
We're gonna have Mr. Ed Trotta making his monthly appearance.
The man himself.
And we got OJ.
I'm so sorry.
What else would you put? We got the artwork made by the Ramborgia. And we'll not play that intro ever again. So I think it might be a good one.
Yeah,
right?
So for those of you out there, I mistakenly thought that was the robot that turns food into waste, just like a human's digestive system does. Apparently, that's a device that John has just told me can
that was YouTube.
Speech perfectly.
That was YouTube's physical form speaking to us. Because last week we had a big problem, big fiasco, right? So we had a good time. We had a great show last week. I thought it was amazing. People really enjoyed it. It was our summer movie special. I almost forgot what it was called.
Himself.
Howard was here. He hasn't been on in a long time. We had a great episode.
Himself.
So what I usually do is I put the episodes out before I go to sleep, right? I upload it.
Yeah.
I just leave the computer on. I leave everything on. I just fall asleep right in this chair. Mm-hmm. I just collapse. Because I give everything I have to the show, you know?
Everything.
And then when it's over, I hit stop. I just collapse completely. So then I woke up the next morning, and I'm looking at the comments, and people are like, I can't hear anything. What's going on here? And apparently what happens, we got a copyright strike. And YouTube decides just to mute the audio, not just take it down. It's a 2-hour audio show, pretty much. So there wasn't really much there. It was just us like moving like this. With no audio. So I try to do these show intros. I try to make them good. Today kind of went off the rails a little bit. But I try to bring the best in free and optional entertainment. I like to use different clips and things. And over the last couple of months, we've been using all kinds of stuff. We never got really in trouble for it. We used like the Game of Thrones theme one week. No one said anything. We used. Are you speaking? What's going on?
What?
Are you okay?
Yes.
We used like Power Rangers clips, all kinds of things. No one ever had a problem. The thing we get caught on, we get snagged on. Oh, we had OJ flying OJ doing all kind of aerobics, running, flying, all kinds of things.
Yeah, seriously, like, if I ever lose weight, it's going to be because of the show.
That's the whole thing. I'm just like, OJ, you're going to do push-ups for the intro for the green. Why? That's what I want you to do. I'm trying to help you out, okay? You figured me out. The thing that we get snagged on, the freaking Indiana Jones theme song, of all things.
I don't know, Disney's pretty hardcore about their intellectual property.
Apparently. You would think Game of Thrones is like a current show.
I think they're slightly more with the times when it comes to letting people use their stuff.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Maybe not, but I just assume
you're giving them a backhand right there. A subtle jab by OJ.
What, a Disney?
Yeah. So
We're
anyway,
a company that won't release something on DVD because we have to put it back in the vault. It's only out on DVD for 3 months. Ha ha ha.
we're going to own everything soon enough, so don't worry about that.
Dude, they got rid of the Tron DVD for like 3 years before Legacy came out.
Right. So YouTube tried to screw us. But at the end of the day, they can't really screw us over because we're not really a YouTube product. We're much bigger than that. So the show's available on all kinds of platforms. People kind of figured it out. So on Twitch TV, you can watch the show. I have them all archived there. And also StayBallsy.com, the MP3 is available. So whatever, YouTube. So I wound up taking it down, then I put it back up, whatever, and took care of that. You know.
Yeah.
But and we got a copyright strike. If you get 3, the channel gets shut down.
Yeah.
But again, I don't really care that much because I think if it ever got shut down, it's not the end of the world. We just make a new channel, and everybody would come over because they are the Ramborgia, right. They are the hardcore, and that's how it would work.
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of this talking robotic YouTube robot sex toy, whatever it was. You know, that's how it goes, man.
I don't think I'd want that near any part of my body.
And I got. Are you sure? That's what I got you for Christmas. So this is going to be awkward on December 25th. I got a couple comments from people. We don't usually do the comments in the beginning, but I wanted to start them off here. Talking about this fiasco last week. We got Misplay123. Says the Ramborgia can never be silenced. They can copyright strike us down. But we will strike back with furious vengeance. I agree with that, or we'll just re-upload the video. That works as well. Dark Phantom Sky was a clever one. He says, download this episode and sync it up with this video. That's what he did. He downloaded the MP3 smart. Version, synced it up. See, they can't stop us. 9,000 and over. This was in reference to after I took down the old one and put the new one, the replacement video up. He says, I was in the middle of watching the old version, then it died. And I responded to this, and I said, apologies. I'm very glad you were not too disgusted with what you saw so far and are continuing to watch the new version. So there we go. Do you have anything else to say about this?
I hate when that sort of stuff happens. I mean,
we're gonna have to start paying for rights fees to use things. The Indiana Jones theme. How much do you think that would cost?
Indiana Jones theme?
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars.
I think you might have to put the money up going forward. What do you say? Or we're gonna just have to start making our own music all the time.
My right eye is twitching.
Because you want to do it so badly. So speaking of that, today's kind of a big day. I don't know if you know what's going on, OJ.
Nope.
But after over a year, I believe, the Schnoz Man Hole Punch, episode 1 through 5, OST, that stands for original soundtrack. People in the know what that means. Is out today. It's currently up. It's up there.
Oh, nice.
And, you can get it. So what I'm going to do here, I got a live feed going. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. Oh. This is a live feed. And as you can see, we got 25. I can't scroll. It's got 25 tracks. It's got all the different songs. Right?
Oh, man. Some of the stuff from our old friends, too.
Yes, we do. It's got all the Hole Punch's monologues. It's got Aquaman, John Patrick Lowry. He was the sniper, Team Fortress 2. We have his audio track. And we have a lot of the music that was actually made by the peoples, man. Made by the people. So Museus is on there with Snide, Five Live Crew. Honored Villager did a lot of work for us. That stuff's all there. And you can get this for free right now. This is at JohnRamboPresents.bandcamp.com. Say that again, OJ.
JohnRamboPresents.bandcamp.com.
That's where you can get this whole thing. This works. It says buy now. What you do is you hit that, and as you can see, there's no minimum. So you can type in 0, and that's perfectly fine. Then you could download it. Or you could put something you want to put a little bit more than that. That'd be appreciated. And actually, a few people actually did do that today, dude, which made me feel really good.
Aw.
Yeah, so I feel very...
I'm not surprised, dude. You
very
made some
happy
good
with that.
stuff. And so did our very friendly friends.
Exactly. So I feel really good about that. But if you can't give anything, that's just perfectly fine. I'd rather you download it for free than not be able to, or feel like you shouldn't download it because you can't give anything or anything like that. So does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
We would like you to get it. It comes down in MP3 form. And it's JohnRamboPresents.bandcamp.com. And you can grab that. So, yeah. Anything else to say about that? Are you going to download it?
Y'all enjoy the music.
Are you going to download it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of the show.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was testing.
Oh gosh, wrong button.
It's not like the ultimate soundtrack I envisioned, you know. I wanted to, re-record some of the stuff and with better equipment and all that, but it just never really worked out. It's more of a time issue.
Yeah.
So this is out there for free, man, and maybe someday we'll get to doing that.
Yeah, we can just make a remastered version. We can call it Special Edition or something.
Oh, really?
Okay. Capcom.
Oh, I'll have to get together with you, and you're the idea man. But anyway, as everybody knows, the next episode of Schnoz Man Hole Punch looks like it's coming out June 2nd. Everybody knows that. I don't think really many people know. We haven't really pushed that, but I think we're as we get closer to solidly confirming that date, then maybe we'll start doing some promotion. What do you think we should do? I'm thinking we put you in the costume. Maybe Cezr could take you to the skydiving that he does. We light your cape on fire, push you right out the plane. People go, what the hell?
Not sure that's a thing that
People go, what the hell's that? Oh, whole point. Okay, you must be coming out soon. We got to do something big for this because we're not very good at the promotion.
No.
The marketing side. Come on. What can we do?
What, something crazy we can do?
Something elaborate that'll make people just go, oh, I'm going to watch this. That also involves lighting you on fire in some way.
What's with you and setting me on fire lately? Do I look like a morsel?
We got to get this done, man.
Yeah, but
anyway,
no. We don't have to set me on fire.
Yeah. Anyway, we filmed last week with Uncle Yo. UncleYo.com is a comedian that's helping us out, stand-up comedian. And I tweeted a picture of him. He was ironing his wardrobe. It's funny. It's so low budget. It's like, you have to iron your own stuff, bring your own stuff. It's fun, and that dude's got a lot of energy, man.
He is.
I don't have enough energy.
Amazing.
Man. You just be hanging out with him. We were sitting there. All of a sudden, he starts going into a whole. He's doing an English accent. He's doing a whole act, a whole routine.
He's got it. He's just got it.
We're just sitting there out of nowhere. He starts doing it. At one point, he started doing Mr. Burns for no reason. I was like, what's happening right now? It just goes into these crazy routines, man. It's pretty funny. Pretty crazy to see.
Yeah, you never know who he's going to be next.
So I think next week's show, we should definitely know if that's the day. We're 99% sure that's going to be the day. And then I'm going to have to start, maybe I'll make a video down by the lake.
Down by the bay.
Have you seen my lake videos? Where I go down by the
like
lake
your lake videos.
I just talk about things.
Yeah, I think I've seen most of them, if not all.
Oh, you've seen most of them, huh? That's nice.
I think so. You usually tell me when you put them up there.
So, we'll start hammering some stuff out. But I'm really excited. It's going to feel really good when it's out, when that next one comes out.
You're afraid?
It's like giving birth.
Yeah, but it cries less.
Men can't carry babies.
Well, we can,
but
just
in a
not
lot of ways,
our
John,
bodies.
But in a lot of ways, you and I got together, and we made a baby that was going to be born that day.
Well, it's certainly gestated
for the last 6 months. You and I have been getting together, trying to make this baby. All different things, all different ways, whatever we could do. And maybe we're gonna get it done.
You're just.
Did you enjoy the process that you and I were involved in to make this baby?
You're just giving everybody more ammunition.
Was it pleasurable to you, the process that we went through, the actions we took? Tell us.
It was fun, but it's not what y'all think it was.
Okay. So there you go.
There may have been tears, though.
Oh, there's been many tears. I'm sure there will be more.
Mm-hmm.
It's far from over.
I didn't think that I'd be that flexible, but you had
Whoa,
me
what
shoved
the?
into all sorts of things. It was really weird.
Now you're getting into the bit as we're ending it.
What? You shoved me into
while
a
we're doing-
bush.
While we're doing the bit, he's like, I don't want any part of this. And
You
then I'm
shoved
ending
me
it, and
into
he's
a
like,
bush.
okay, now I'll play
John.
along.
A bush.
Yeah,
And everyone watched.
Yeah.
That was
Everyone watched OJ stick his face in a bush.
Wasn't my face?
Yeah, it was something else. So here's an interesting story for you. So I used to work at GameStop. This is 3 years ago, I think. And it seems so long ago, and it seems like it never really happened in a lot of ways. And you look back on it, it's kind of like, why did I do this? You know? Like, why did I even do it in the first place?
It's weird. Like, it just feels surreal at this point.
It feels surreal, and I've talked about a lot of it. I've done some videos, which were probably like a year or two ago. I don't even remember when I did them. Maybe last year. I don't even know. So I've kind of talked about a lot of the stuff that went on. It was pretty horrible and all this and all that. But the store, like there was always rumors towards the end of my tenure that it was going to go down. You know, there was always like rumors that there was problems. It wasn't going to exist anymore. But for the last 3 years, it was always there. I'd go to the mall. I was in the mall, and it would be there.
Yeah, it was just part of the mall.
And it didn't really bother me that much, but every time you go, you kind of look at it, you walk by it, and some of it starts creeping into your mind. Oh, yes, the day I was there till 3 a.m., stickering games. And, it's just kind of like, oh, man, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I went there yesterday to the mall, totally unprepared for this, walking by, and it was gone.
Just
like
gone?
that. Just like that.
Like, is there anything
Boom.
left in the spot?
Boom. It's just an empty spot. I think it's actually, I took a picture of it. I think it's in the slideshow today. I think I put it in there. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they took the sign down. They had like a curtain, but I was able to like look in. It was like a gate. I was able to look in. It was just complete filth in there. They took all the stuff out. So
just like when it was open.
Yeah, pretty much. But now you get to see what was underneath all the shelves and all underneath the register and all that. Like they took everything out. They pulled everything out of there, and it's just like this filthy carpet from like 1986, and just got the hell out. And I kind of had conflicting emotions about it because before I ever worked there, that was a place that you and I used to hang out at. It was a Babbage's.
I wanted to apply there when I was a kid, and I got made fun of.
There's always been a game store my entire life in that spot. You know, so that part of it was kind of like, oh, it's kind of a shame. But then the other side of it was like, it's finally gone.
My victory is complete.
I don't know if it's it's not really a victory, because I'm sure some people lost their jobs and stuff like that. So you don't want to.
Stinks.
It's not like that, but it kind of shows you like maybe this is why they're acting certain ways, or maybe their actions led them to that situation.
Well, they've certainly made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, right. Right. I know they had a lot of trouble hanging on to staff and stuff after I left. And then actually around Christmas time, I ran into some people I used to work with. Yeah. At I was at the pharmacy, and a dude was working at the pharmacy I used to work with, and I was like, "What happened?" And he's like, "Oh, they said I was making too many reserves, and and fired me." Yeah, they just come up with with
too
reasons.
Many reserves.
Yeah, they just come up with reasons to get rid of you.
Weren't you supposed to get reservations?
No, like he was reserving games, and they were like, "Oh, they felt like."
Oh no, we're selling a guaranteed copy of a game.
Yeah, so they would just like find different ways to get rid of you because they didn't want to keep you on and have to give you pay raises and all that stuff. So, it's a terrible place, terrible business, and now at least that one's gone.
Yeah. Well, I heard that the company wasn't doing as well.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, online sales are, where it's at now.
Steam just kind of tore the industry a new one.
Yeah, good. Things always gotta, a lot of times it's better for the consumer, man.
They made it super, like any PC game, they made it super easy to just download and play. You just say, oh man, I really wanted to play that game. What's the demo like? Click. That's pretty cool. Click. I bought it. And then,
So then
just,
I started thinking about, like, it was kind of like a lot, just a lot of it started coming back to me, like working there and different things. And we had some good times there, once in a while with the other guys and stuff.
yeah.
And I think a lot of what we do, like with the show, it kind of came from that, because
So
all you
all
do.
this stuff, yeah.
Well, basically, I don't think it came from that, but basically what we do here is what we used to do there. Because you're just there for hours and hours, and you just have these conversations, and it just wasn't recorded. So it's pretty much what this is. In a different
it's what
format.
I wanted to. It's what I wanted to do at the job when we both worked in the same spot, but for some reason we were never on shift at the same time.
What, do you think I have something to do with that?
No, it was our boss. He also tried to make sure I was never on shift with him either, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, they kind of stuck you alone. They're like, they give you like weird shifts.
Yeah, they gave me really weird shifts. Like, they gave me the shifts where people threw lighters at my head. Those were the sorts of shifts I got.
Yeah.
But
There's this kid that I worked with, and it was like his first job. He's like 16. He would work like maybe like once in a while. It was his first job ever, and I was like the assistant manager, right? And they kept putting us on like Saturday nights, and it was like insane. It was like the most busiest time.
Yeah.
Oh, John and so you guys every Saturday, and things started getting really bad. This is when they were trying to like push me out, basically. And it was this kid's first job, and he's like, asking me what do you want, what should we do, and stuff like that. I'm like, nothing. What do you mean? No, don't do nothing. Should I clean? No, do nothing. And then he's like, he's like, what are we gonna do? I'm like, we're ordering Chinese food. So we had the dude deliver Chinese food, and I paid for his food.
Oh, that was nice.
We got like a ton of food, right? Like bags of Chinese food, and we opened it like on the counters.
What?
So it was like all over the counters, like these dishes of food, and then we just sat on the counters eating the Chinese food.
That's kind of gross, man.
And it was like this kid's first job, and he was like thought this was like the greatest thing ever. And sometimes I run into him like around town and stuff, and he just thinks I'm like the most incredible person. It's nice.
Aw, so he got over it.
He got over it. That's after things got real bad, and they were trying to push me out, and in the end, like I probably did something that most people don't do, is like I quit. I was able to quit, but win in court against them
Because of what they did to you.
Yeah, but and they also lied in court about what happened, and I was able to get unemployment and all that stuff, but what, for quitting? Imagine that. That's pretty crazy. Imagine you quit your job.
They made it impossible for you to continue working there.
That's the case you have to make when you try to do that. There's no way you could go back. Is basically what it is.
Yeah, like it's just impossible.
And they also lied. For people that don't know, I went to a tournament at a rival game store, and it was filmed. And then they tried to yell at me, saying that I shouldn't have been there because it was another store. And it was uploaded to YouTube. And then basically in court they said that I uploaded a video maliciously with the intent to attack them and drive customers away from them. And that was
no one needs to upload a video for that. They'll do it themselves.
And that was pretty easy to prove that I didn't upload the video, and that's not what I was doing and all that stuff. So pretty crazy stuff, man.
I'm just glad that you got out of there intact with your sanity.
No.
Still not completely destroyed.
I was never all that sane to begin with, but it's a learning experience, man. I took a lot out of that.
It gives you a different perspective on a lot of things, and it really makes you think about being somewhere you like being.
Yeah, we have to have Sturmgeist on here one day. I talk to Sturmgeist a lot. He's helping me with a lot of stuff right now, like a lot of different artwork stuff. Mm-hmm. And we'll just go on Skype and we'll just talk for a while. He tells me all these stories of things that happened to him. We'll have to have him on one day to talk about it.
Similar stuff?
Similar situation. I think they told him that they fired him because they claimed that he stole like hundreds of dollars in Game Boy Advance chargers.
Yeah, because you need more than one.
Yeah. Well, it's a terrible company. Quite frankly, I think they've hurt the game industry overall.
You
think? A lot of stuff they do.
Do you know what they do, man? Their whole used game nonsense, that is garbage. You pay them $50. You pay them $60 for a game. They give you like what, $35 for it a week later, and then they sell it to some chump for $55.
Well, the main problem is that they always tell you, like, if you have the used one, if someone comes in to buy it, the new, you try to convince them to buy it used, and that's really bad. But
yeah, because that means they get all the profit, and the game companies get nothing.
So I think the chapter's closed on that, unless I somehow wind up working at another GameStop in a strange twist of events. Hopefully, it will never happen. Well, that kind of close that chapter away. Put it to bed, sir.
A bed of nails.
When I was in that GameStop working late, I just, in the back of my mind, I said, I wish OJ would show up.
When you were at GameStop?
Kick down the door and carry me away. Well, he never did. He never rescued me.
You wanted me to run into the GameStop and then beat them up.
I wanted you to be like a hero. That's how I look at you, as a hero. I wanted you to come in.
A hero?
You kick the door in. You come in. Maybe two of the managers are there, and they start fighting you, and you take them down. And then you pick me up, and you, no more. You're free now, and you carry me away. That was my dream, and it just never happened. Nothing to say. Okay,
we
whatever.
have different dreams.
All right, here's something interesting. It's kind of weird. This is something I read this week. Apparently, 2 years ago, the city of Detroit, Michigan. You've heard of this?
Detroit, Michigan, yes.
Have you ever been there before?
Place.
You've been there?
No.
Okay, I haven't been there either. They had a Kickstarter to raise money. This is the city putting on this Kickstarter. Think about that. The purpose of the Kickstarter, they wanted $67,000. They wanted to erect a statue in the city of Robocop.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about this.
And they did get the money. And now the statue's done. I think
Nice.
I have a picture of this. Here, look at that. Look at this. This is what they built. You got it?
That is huge.
They built
That's bigger than life size.
They built a Robocop statue that they're now going to put in the city. What do you think about? What do you think about that? I'm all for putting statues up of like 1980s iconic characters. Let's get a Marty McFly statue. And what the hell are you doing? Let's get a Marty.
My camera's acting weird, and I was trying to fix it.
All right, just stay like that.
What?
Marty McFly statue. Where do you want to put that? Iowa? Let's get a He-Man.
You got to put the Marty
North
McFly
Dakota?
statue somewhere in the Wild West.
North Dakota. What? Do you think $67,000? I mean, you could probably get. I could probably pay for like some more law enforcement stuff, or
Detroit, more law enforcement. They don't need more law
that's
enforcement.
like a salary for a cop right there. Come on now. But at the end of the day, I'd probably go visit this Robocop.
Oh, I'd love if I go to Detroit, I have to see it.
Can you zoom out now, or what's going on? This is pretty disturbing.
You said to leave it like that, so
Try
I
to
closed out
try
the
to fix
settings.
it.
Honestly, I think my settings are okay. It's just something with Skype.
Yeah, Skype's weird. We know that.
Yeah, so y'all, you can stop telling me to fix the focus. It ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry, friends.
So anyway, that's what they did with Kickstarter. You were telling me the other day, like, people are starting to kind of turn on Kickstarter a little bit.
Well, people are starting to turn on when people who already have lots and lots of money
Yeah.
go on Kickstarter to do stuff. Like, some people are getting really upset at one example. One guy wrote this really long blog post, well written, about why Zach Braff's Kickstarter should not get money. Basically, what he's saying.
Zach Braff. Like, why did Zach Braff need to? He was on probably one of the top TV shows for
Scrubs
many
for
years.
8 seasons, and he
I'm
was
sure
in several movies.
I'm sure he made a couple $, right?
Well, the thing is, I think the original purpose of Kickstarter was so that people who can't get their dreams going can get enough money to, do what they want to do. But whereas someone like Zach, for example, if you're making a film, you can't go up to a studio and just say, hey, here's my film, here's the script, here's all this stuff, please throw us money, we're awesome, you can trust us. They're not going to go for you. But someone like Zach Braff, who wrote, directed, and starred in Garden State, who was in Scrubs for 8 years, he's got some clout. People will give him stuff. The Veronica Mars reboot, I
think the outrage is coming from there's obviously people that have money, they have resources, they have money, and they shouldn't need to be trying to get other people to fund it.
Yeah.
Like they could essentially take the financial risk themselves.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll lose a little bit. Maybe they'll break even. But it seems like they're just trying to guarantee more profit in the end.
Maybe.
Which is kind of odd.
I mean, I'm not sure how I really feel on the issue. I mean, if you love Veronica Mars, yay! If you think Zach Braff's movies are awesome, awesome. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people on both sides of the issue. I mean, I can see where they're coming from. I mean, looking at it from both sides, they all have really good points.
Right.
I mean, look at a company like Dwarven Forge. They make really expensive dungeon tiles. They wanted to make a line of cheaper, more affordable dungeon tiles, but they didn't have enough enough capital in the business right now to do it. So their options were shop around for investors, or try and sell the concept to people who would probably be buying it anyway. I don't know how much money Dwarven Forge had.
Right.
They got almost $2 million in Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So there was certainly demand for their stuff.
I've only given to one, and I feel like if you're getting the product, like the one I got was a movie that they're making, and if you give $25, you get the Blu-ray. In the end, so the Blu-ray's probably going to be about that much anyway if they made it themselves. So I felt like, okay, you're getting the product.
Yeah.
But if you make investments in the real world, right? Like, I need this amount of money. Okay, there should be, like, depending on what they make, there's a return for you if you're an investor. Mm-hmm. Depending on what they do, right? So it seems like a lot of this Kickstarter stuff. Your camera's completely freaking me out.
It's back. It should be back. No, but go on.
Well, this Kickstarter stuff, it just seems like they're trying to maximize their overall profit. And they're like take away the risk completely. We won't lose anything, and then we'll just make a ton.
Yeah, I mean, what I agree with you. I really like the Kickstarters where you pay them and you get stuff.
Right, it's like, yeah, right. If you know exactly what you're getting and you get the thing they're making.
Yeah, like I gave $50 to Shadowrun Returns. I get the game, a soundtrack, digital game, digital soundtrack. I get a special emergency helicopter card that you can use in game. Whatever, you get stuff. I gave money. You give money to I give money to some board game folks because board games where it's really tough. If you want to make your own board game or card game, you need a lot of money. Like a card game, say 120 cards, that could cost you out of pocket $4,000 to $8,000 just to get that stupid thing out there. I don't know, just throwing money numbers around, but it could cost you a lot of money. A lot of people may have the greatest idea for a card game, but you're not going to be able to just walk into like Milton Bradley or Wizards of the Coast and say, "Hey, I got this great idea. Come on, Fantasy Flight Games, pick this up. It's awesome."
Right.
It's not that easy.
One of the problems with like these big people doing these Kickstarters is they're taking it away from the small guys, because the big people can advertise their thing more. They're around more, and now all of a sudden the spotlight's on these people that don't really need to do it.
Yeah.
And the people that actually are using it correctly are lost in the shuffle of things.
Yeah, I mean, I like what they did though. Like with a lot of these, independent game companies, who are just making the first game or whatever. You pay them, some money, maybe a little bit more expensive than the game would have been. You get a copy of the game, win or lose, no matter what happens. That's pretty cool.
Right.
So it's not like you're just throwing your money out the window. You're getting something.
Well, part of all this thing, like part of this is like it's a vision, right? You visualize the thing you want to make, right? You feel like this thing needs to be made. You have a desire and an inner need to create this thing, right? And you should take the risk. Like if you believe the thing you're going to make is going to be great, you'll take risks to get this done.
Yeah, but
so it seems like a lot of these people are like, I will not make this unless I get this money first. Then I'm knowing that's going to be okay, and I'm not going to lose anything. But at the end of the day, if you really believe in the thing that you're trying to accomplish,
you'll risk stuff.
You'll risk anything you have to do. And you go through like the history of film, and a lot of these filmmakers, a lot of these people did this. They put it all on the line.
Oh yeah, Kevin Smith.
And they worked out because they believed strongly in their vision.
Didn't Kevin Smith max out all of his?
Yeah, maxed out credit cards. People do all kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean,
and I hope that these people that maybe don't get their Kickstarter like goal, they still find a way to do it on their. That's how things have been done all throughout time. Good stuff has come out without this before. People have done cool shit without raising $100,000 on this thing before. So
it does help. It can help a lot. I just hope the right people get the help.
There you go. But at the end
I'm
of the
not
day,
really-
you believe in something and you want this thing to be made. You'll find a way to do it, regardless of anything. Right?
Yeah.
That's why I look at it. Let's keep it rolling.
Rolling. What?
We have to have Joel on. Joel's going crazy. He wants to ask you some questions. We're not going for a few
Me?
minutes. Yeah, he wants to talk to you.
Why would anyone want to do that?
Let's have Joel on.
Yo, dude, I don't get it. I am
Give Joel a little time here. Joel. I hear papers, Joel.
Yeah, I hear shuffling papers. This makes me nervous.
Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the JRP Australian Game Show. I am Joel, also known as the Oz Commando, and I will be your host for this evening. Joining me are the contestants, the man, the legend, John.
I'm not playing in the game show.
Rambo.
I'm not playing in the game show. What are you talking about?
And of course, OJ.
What is this game show? What are you talking about, Joel?
The game show, John.
We're doing a game show? All right, let's get it rolling here. You have some
Of course,
questions?
John.
You have some questions.
Of course.
All right, what is the
Alright,
topic?
can I
What is the
read-
topic?
The topic. Alrighty, let's do it.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Okay. First question.
Yes. Is this a
Do you
point
want me to
system?
explain
How's
the
it-
rules?
How,
What is
yeah, what are
this?
the rules? How do we get points? What does it work? How's it work?
Alright.
What do I win? Do I win a sock?
So slow down, John. Slow down. It's okay. It's okay.
You got Joel. You're not you control here, man. You got come on.
Alright. On each question, you can choose either a verbal hint, hint 1, or an A, B, C, D hint, hint 2. The decision
already
on which
lost.
hint that is selected will be a democracy. After each answer, you must say the words locked in. If you do not add locked in after each answer, then it will not count. I apologize, by the way. I've got a little bit of a cold.
Don't be sick, man.
Points will be awarded depending on how many vote for that particular answer and on the speed. For example, say John votes for A and OJ votes for A as well. John will be awarded 2 points and OJ will be awarded 1. However, if... Do you get it? Not really?
We got
I
it.
think
How
I
long
get
is
it.
this going
Whoever
to take?
goes first gets more points.
How long is this going to take, Joel?
I don't know. Not very long. It's
All right,
only 10
all right.
questions.
All right, let's get it going.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, question 1. What country is referred to as Australia's closest brother?
Wow.
Now, you can vote for either hint A, which is a verbal, or hint 2, which is A, B, C, or D, depending on how much you know of the question.
So if we don't know the answer right off the bat, we can ask for a hint.
Yeah.
And how many hints do we get?
As many as you want. You can have one for each question, but you can choose either a verbal or a B, C, D hint.
Okay, give me an ABC.
Alright, is it A, America, B, England, C, New Zealand, or D, Papua New Guinea?
See New Zealand locked in.
I'm going to say. Why are you being a jerk, John?
What? I thought we were trying to answer first before the other person.
I will say C.
Yeah.
I will say C as well.
Okay, the answer is C! You got it right, OJ. You are awarded 2 points.
I gotta tell a story quickly. Hold on, I got a story about this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. I had a friend, and he met this chick from Germany, and she was an au pair. An au pair is like a nanny. I guess you come to the country and you like take care of some family's kids for a while.
Yeah, I met people like that.
And she knew like other au pairs. So my friend wound up marrying this chick, by the way. But it's the first date they ever went on. It was gonna be a double date. So he goes, "All right, I'm taking the chick from Germany. You're gonna go with this chick from New Zealand." And we're sitting there. We're going to this diner. And we're sitting there, and we're talking, whatever. And the chick from New Zealand just looks at me, and she goes, "On what day do you celebrate the Queen?"
Oh,
So I go, "Excuse me." He goes, "What day do you celebrate the Queen?" We celebrate the Queen on this day. It's a big thing. And I go, "No, we don't do that anymore here. We had a revolution a little while ago, and now we don't do that anymore." So there you go. That's the end of it.
Alright, well done, OJ. Well done.
sweet.
So I get no points.
You get 1
You
point.
get 1 point.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, OJ's with it. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm being a jerk.
Question 2. Who was the current Australian Prime Minister?
I have no idea.
Come on!
Give me a. How many times can I do hints?
You can do either, but you can have a verbal or A, B, C, or D hint. You can choose.
Give me a verbal this time.
Alright. She was also the first female Prime Minister of
I
Australia.
have no idea, dude.
Molly Shannon.
Terrible. Horrible.
You want me to give you a hint too? The
Is
A,
it,
B, C, or D hint?
We're never gonna get this.
Yeah, I have no idea. What is it? What is the answer?
It can be, it's A, John Howard, B, Julia Gillard, C, Kevin Rudd, or D, John Abbott.
There's only one woman, so we're gonna say B
Yeah,
locked
quick.
in.
B locked in?
I'll say A. It's a trick question. I thought it was Kylie Minogue. Is that who it is?
What? That's an actress.
Kylie
She was in an
Minogue.
episode of Doctor Who and sang a song.
She was Cammy.
Oh, you
All right,
guys
OJ's
are good.
dominating
That's
this.
all. Question 10.
All right, let's keep it going here. Let's move it.
Alright. Question 3. There are how many Australian states?
Oh, Zick.
This 5.
You want to lock that in? Remember your hints. You still have a hint.
All right, give me a hint.
Which one?
A, B, C, D.
Is there A, 8, B, 7, C, 6, or D, 5? That doesn't really
C.
help.
C locked in.
C locked in?
Yep.
Fine. C locked in. Don't know.
Why would you pick the same one?
Because that way you can't gain points on me.
Is that wrong?
The answer is 8, A.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Most people forget about Tasmania and Canberra. Anyway.
They do.
you
I
ready?
mean, I go around every day. I go like to the store, and I'll be like talking about the states of Australia. I'm like, you forgot again, didn't you? There's 8. All right. You forgot about Tasmania.
Tasmanian devil
You forgot
sheds
about that
its teeth.
Tasmania, didn't you? All right.
Alright, next one. Question 4. What Australian state surrounds the Australian Capital Territory, or ACT?
Well, ABC. Is there any more hints?
Yeah, you can have as many, but only one for each question. Or unless you guys are truly stuck.
ABC.
A, Sydney. B, Melbourne or Melbourne. C, Canberra. Or D, Brisbane.
B locked in.
Brisbane.
C locked in.
B,
B locked in.
C.
Yeah. Whatevs.
Alright, it's A, Sydney.
I knew it was that one and the other one.
Oh no, sorry, it is C. Sorry, how embarrassing.
Oh.
Who
Yeah,
said
Joel.
C?
How do we even know you're giving the correct answers here?
Me.
Because I got the answers on the sheet here.
Wait, you forgot too. You had to look at the sheet to get it right, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I got
How
confused. I got mixed up a little bit.
I just
That's
realized
like
that,
the U.S. Green Beret saying the capital of the United States is New York.
I just realized that,
No.
I can look at the chat for the answers, by the way.
I covered the chat up with my.
I wasn't
my
looking at it before. I got
text
everything wrong.
message.
All right, let's keep going, Joel.
For great justice, sir.
Who said that point? Who said Canberra?
OJ
I
did.
said C.
Okay, so OJ. Who was the first Australian female Prime Minister?
Oh my God. How many did you have?
Wait,
How many did I have?
How many
you say
Australian prime
Julia
ministers have you
Goddard?
had? What?
Do you want
I
the
thought it
ABC?
was Julia Goddard.
Goddard. Do
I don't know. Julia somebody.
you want to lock that in?
Julia somebody.
it
I'll
in.
take it.
Lock it
Julia
in.
whatever. Julia Child. Julia someone.
Kylie Minogue.
Come on, this is the 5th question. You guys are gonna get
What do you
lost
think-
on the rest.
Why would I know about Australia, dude? I read freaking comic books all day and talk to this guy.
hey,
Why would I know anything
There
about?
was a long period of time where the X-Men were based in Australia. Don't forget
Really?
that. Remember that, John? They ran away from somebody and they popped out
All
somewhere
right,
in
OJ.
Australia.
Just give OJ the points. Keep going.
Okay. So OJ gets another point.
All right.
What date is celebrated as Australia Day?
Multiple choice, please.
Alright. January 18th, January 26th, December 25th, or July 4th?
B locked in.
Be locked in?
I forgot which one was the first one that's in January that you said.
January 18th.
Yeah, that locked in.
Okay. John is right. January
Yes,
16th.
of course. That's the day I celebrate.
Is that
I go
isn't that
outside.
your birthday? I'm one day after that. I'm January.
My birthday is a few days before that.
My birthday's
Well,
one
you
day
know what?
after.
I think that I actually recall looking at a calendar and going Australia Day. What the hell is that?
Sorry.
Actually, did you say it was January 16th?
January 26th.
So what exactly, Joel? Why don't you tell
26th.
us what exactly happened on Australia Day in history?
It was the Australian Federation. Where
That's when they developed the
Of
government.
planets?
Of planets? What?
That's when they established the nation, or the
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. And there's a picture of
Alright.
the GameStop right there in the slideshow that we were talking about.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Who was the first Prime Minister to formally apologize to the Aboriginals?
Damn. What did he do? He like went
Well,
out,
you know how we...
he like
with
went out to
the
dinner
English-
with them, and then he farted at the
No.
table, and
John, they
He
did
hit-
a lot of bad stuff.
he hit on the
man.
Aboriginal leader's wife.
What?
Is that what happened?
No. Yeah, he just stood in front of us like a stage type thing.
All right,
Just
multiple
addressed-
choice. Multiple
Sorry.
choice.
I might. All right. Kevin Rudd, Julia Gillard, Tony Abbott, or John Howard?
Oh, Gillard.
Tony Abbott locked in.
I'm gonna
Tony
say that
Abbott?
first
Yep.
guy.
Kevin Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd, locked in.
Paul Rudd.
All right. All right. You're right, OJ. It is Kevin Rudd, but
That's not even what he said. He can't give those points.
I said it. I meant A.
all right. Next question.
Number 8.
What does the acronym ANZAC stand for?
Anzac?
Australian
How's it
New
spelled?
Zealand Associated Confederacy.
Oh, you're close. You are close, OJ. Do you want me to give you the A, B, C, or D hint?
Yeah, sure. Do that one.
All right. A. American, New Zealand, Australian cadets. B. Australian, New Zealand Army cadets. C. Australian, New Zealand Army Corps. Or D. American, New Zealand Army Corps.
C locked in.
Yeah, C
C
locked
locked
in.
in? Well done. That's the correct answer.
That's right.
Well
I
done.
used to be part of
Australia
that.
strikes again.
I used to be part of that
Yes.
organization.
Yes.
I was kicked out.
Wait, did you say American? That's C is
No.
Australia, New Zealand
I
Army
said
Corps.
C.
He said
Yeah, you
we
got it
both said
right.
C.
Yeah.
And I said
Yeah, well-
Australia strikes again because I spent too much time on Reddit during lunch.
Okay. All right.
That's not part of the game
Number
show.
Which two fruits have become big tourist landmarks in Australia?
Fruits?
Yes.
Okay.
Are these actually plants or are you being rude?
No. They're like just statue type things.
Oh,
Statues or fruits?
Well,
What the hell is a fruit? What do you
They're
call
big
statues
fruit.
fruits? In Australia, you call statues fruits?
No,
they're
they're
upside
just-
down. What do you expect?
What the hell are you talking about? Is it a statue or a fruit?
you
Statue
know,
of a
like
fruit.
like with that Robocop, the picture you showed earlier.
Okay,
it wasn't
that's a
actually
stat-
Robocop, but it was just like a statue.
You call
It's
that
like a tourist
you call that a fruit?
Well, yeah, it's in the shape of a fruit.
Oh, it's a statue of a fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 I don't know what was happening there.
Hint one.
Is it Australia? Can I ask like questions about it, or just
Yeah.
is it an Australian only fruit, or is it available in other?
No. No. Yeah.
Oh, it's there's two. You need two of them or one?
It's two.
A
One's
freaking kiwi.
Yep. Kiwi
that's
definitely.
New Zealand.
We don't
That's
care. That's close.
Do you want me to give you A, B,
Give me
C,
yes.
D?
Give me ABCD.
Alright. Pineapple and pear. B. Pineapple and banana.
Stop
C.
mentioning pineapples.
Banana and apple. Or D. Apple and pear.
A locked in.
I'm gonna say
Hey,
D locked
locked in.
in just to be a jerk.
You're both wrong, but you were close, John. It was big pineapple and big banana.
A big
Oh,
banana.
I don't need to go to
Yeah.
Australia to
It-
see a big banana.
Yes, you
It's
do.
just a landmark.
Trust me, I know.
Alright, now this question, like I didn't even know this one. I knew one of them, but I didn't know the other, and I had to look it up. What are the Aboriginal Australians' tribal names in Melbourne, Queensland, and Sydney?
Wait, say that again.
What?
What are the Aboriginal Australians' tribal names in Melbourne or Melbourne, Queensland, and Sydney?
The tribal names.
Yeah.
The Aboriginal tribal names, like the name of the
That's
tribe.
correct. That is correct.
The Crocodile Dundees,
What?
the Outback Steakhouses.
Do you want me to give you the
Yeah,
hint
give me
too?
the- give me the hints.
Fosters.
Give me the hints.
Alright. Nangalawa and Murray, Nunga and Kuri, Nangalawa and Nunga, Kuri and Muri. Which one is it, John?
Did you give 4 or did you give 3 right there?
4.
I gave
said D
4.
locked in.
B locked in.
B? B?
I said
Who
B!
Who said B first?
I said B first! No,
I
you
said
did
B
it!
first. We have auditory proof.
I
Well,
was
B is
thinking.
the correct answer. Who said it though? Oh no, it's not B.
No!
It's D.
I knew it was gonna be Cordy because that sounds
Joel,
like.
why
Curry,
don't you
and
know
Curry
the
is
answers to these
awesome.
questions, Joel?
What was that?
I said, why don't you know these answers? I think I'm going to have to give you an Australia test. This is what we're going to do, okay, Joel? Because we did horribly. I don't even care who wins this. Mostly because I lost, but forget it. We're going to have you on again, and we're going to ask you Australian questions next time, okay?
All right.
You know what?
Let's see if
So
you got them
know
right.
why I won, right? Because I can
Yeah,
think like an Australian right now.
Really?
He said
Yeah.
that joke out. He turned his...
Upside down.
Here's the most horrible part about that. He turned his camera upside down like 10 minutes ago just to set up this stupid joke that he just said. That's why he did it.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, he did that like so long ago just to say that.
My arms are getting tired.
It's no surprise who won. John, you had 4 points, and OJ, you had 2, 4, 6, 8. You had 7 points.
That's not bad. Somebody
Shout
got the
out.
answer each time at least. Except for
Yeah,
one question, no one got it, I think.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Joel,
that
we're going to have you on. We're going to ask you Australian questions, or we're going to ask you American questions, maybe. I don't know. We'll decide.
Be
Just before I leave, do you mind if I could say one quick thing?
Mm-hmm.
There's a contest that I entered in where you had to make a trailer. It's like Fuse This. And I created a trailer for it. And the winner receives $5,000. And I think like 50 people have entered. If it's possible, do you mind if I could post the link?
You absolutely can, sir. You'd send it to me after the show, and I'll put it in the YouTube version. You put it in the chat, do whatever you want.
Thank you very much,
Go
John.
nuts,
Thanks.
Joel.
And
Good
is it
man.
50 Australian dollars or like 5,000
50,
Australian dollars?
I think it's 5,000.
I'm not doing the quizzes
United
anymore,
States.
OJ. You don't have to ask how much the difference is or figure it out. It's okay.
Yeah.
Joel, we're going to let you go, man. Go have fun with that sock I sent you. You know what to do.
See you, John.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. It was fun.
Thanks for the help. It was fun.
All right, bye.
win.
All right, man. That was Joel. Well, Australia. We don't know anything about Australia.
Apparently
Our
not.
public school system really teaches you nothing about other places. Really, I mean,
Yeah, I know,
you're
right?
pretty much taught like the U.S. is the best place.
American
And,
history, American history,
you don't
American
even
history,
need to.
American history.
Don't even wonder what's going on out there. Stay here. It's the best place ever. And pay your taxes and get a nice job. Pretty much how it goes. You've never been to Australia, right? Your sister went there.
My sister and my cousin. My sister worked there for a year, and my cousin was there for a few months.
I'm gonna go, but I just feel like I'd be upset. You sit on a plane for was it like 20 hours?
I think it's. I don't think it's
15 hour. You sit on a plane for 15 hours. You get out,
Yeah,
the people are
that's right.
speaking English. Wouldn't that be upsetting to you? I just feel like I'd be upset with that. Like,
Wait, 15
did I
hours to go
really-
somewhere that speaks English?
Yeah, I'd be like, did I really go anywhere for 15 hours? I mean,
Dude, you went somewhere very much else. Dude, you could fly to Zikin.
but if I'm going 15 hours in a plane, I want to be in like Mars. I want to be in like, whoa, look at this. The sky's a different color. People are speaking some language they just came up with a couple days ago. The food is some sort of bizarre gelatin-based purple goo.
So
that
what
you
if you
smear on your
flew?
face?
You flew 8 hours to the UK. What then?
That's
Smart
not as
guy.
bad. That's not as bad. 8 hours. You're talking twice the distance.
All right, fly to Ziking, Hong Kong.
Maybe I will. Maybe
There are
I'll
a bunch of
stay
people
there.
who
If that's what you
speak
want. Can we do 6
Oh,
minutes
don't
of?
leave them.
Can we do 6 minutes of comments, please?
I think we can. Which one do we want to do?
We're gonna start from the top.
Okay.
I lost you here. Hold on.
Shall I start reading?
Yes, you can.
Our first comment comes from El Jamborgian Horman?
The
The show?
Jamborgian Whoreman. I guess he's the clone of the Ramborgian Doorman. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
The opposite of a doorman is a whoreman.
Well, one lets people through doors and one
One opens
enters.
doors.
Yeah, let's go with that.
They
Here's his
both kind of
comment.
do the same thing. That's why I was saying it's the same. But just go ahead.
Oh. So here's his comment. The show? Ha! I've seen better consumer appreciation from GameStop management. How dare you imitate the work of our sexually benevolent leader Ron Jambo and his saucy S&M slave AJ. As we speak, Jamborgian forces gather their strength in our capital of Delaware, spreading the cyber syphilis at a rate the entire East Coast will at such a rate that the entire East Coast will soon be under quarantine. We will not stop until every puny Ramborgian bows down makes an incision in our genitalia and sucks out the sticky applesauce inside, I'd suggest you watch your bags, John and OJ, or more importantly, your balls.
What is
Long
happening?
live Ramborgia, stay saucy, stay and feel free to poop on everyone.
What is going on here? Things have gone out of control. That speaks for itself. Let's go to the next one.
Jose Velez. Mr. Rambo and Mr. Harrison, if you could be any famous actor, who would you be? My guess is Mr. Harrison would be Ron Jeremy.
Mr. Harrison. Oh,
I got that a lot in
Alright.
elementary school,
did we
actually.
call you Harrison?
People thought I was someone else from my neighborhood who was a grade above me, and they tried to put me on a different bus going home. That's not me. I'm on this one. I know I'm on this.
They're like, no, you're not. You're not who you say you are. They thought you were. Why? Did this guy look like you or something?
No.
They just thought you were him.
Yeah.
They thought you were lying, and that was you. Okay.
I thought it was me.
If you could be any actor, could it be a female? Could it be an actress?
Oh
Could it
God!
be-
Don't open it! Don't you
Could
start?
it be,
with
all right, here's one. Could it be like an animal? Like, you know those. If I could be anyone, I'd be one of those dogs that
you're
plays
gonna be Airbud.
basketball. Yeah, there you
you're
go.
the Airbud. I knew it.
Or the one that like does baseball. These animals could do all kinds of things now in Hollywood. It's crazy. So one of the animals that wins a sports game, and everyone loves in the end. That's what I'd be. What about you? Try to give a serious answer. Don't be disrespectful about it to the question asker.
You're telling me not to be disrespectful?
If I could be any actor, I'd be Mr. Ed Trotta. How about that?
Oh, good. I thought you said Airbud for a second, and I was confused.
I changed it. I'm going to Ed Trotta. I would be. Who
All
would you
right.
be?
I honestly don't know who I'd be.
Would you be me?
I don't think I could
You
handle.
don't really respect my acting, do you?
What?
You don't really respect it. You just kind of go, you're not very good.
What are you talking about?
I see how you look when I'm doing it. You kind of go,
What's-
it's not very good.
Oh, come on, man.
All right,
Harsh.
you would be Jonah Hill, maybe? Is it your favorite? No, you like freaking, what's his name? I know who you like. Scott Pilgrim. That's what you like.
Michael Cera?
That's your favorite, yeah.
You're saying that Michael Cera is my favorite actor? Are you on drugs?
You always say you love him so much. You're always talking about him.
Who
Who is it then? All right, we'll have to go back to this. Go to the next comment.
I say I like Scott Pilgrim, dang
You
it.
lost. Go to this one.
Extrontics.
No, skip that one. Go to, okay, let's see here. Where's the one? Okay, here it is. Okay, this is for you. This is Ryan 2WN for me.
Oh man, that guy's been around for a while. He's really cool.
He goes back to the beginning. He goes, "Oh, Jim, my hair is very long right now, and it's a mess. I basically comb it to the side so it doesn't cover my face, but I don't know if that's working anymore. Can you give me some tips to help make it look more suitable?"
Okay, so I just want to point out that everybody in my entire family and all my friends are all in shock that someone would ever ask me how to take care of their hair. So what works for me is I use, like, if my hair's stupid long, you got to trim it every now and then or it gets really crazy.
Yeah.
You got to cut off the dead ends. I got stupid Herbal Essences long-term whatever conditioner and shampoo because it's for long hair and it helps, and I don't know anything about this stuff. And I use a little bit of light mousse if I want my hair to look really nice. Excuse me. Like, spray some on my hands and then just run it through and then brush it again. And gotta do it while it's wet, though.
Doesn't it, like, don't you have to, like, do a lot more grooming with the hair like this?
Kind of.
I mean, I have to do it too because I have long hair. I have longer hair than you. It's underneath this. It's all in there. So I know too. But you go in the shower, you're in there for like a real long time, John. What are you doing in there?
It takes me a long time to shampoo my
in there for
hair. Then
about
I have
40
to rinse everything out. Then I have to condition my hair. Then I wash myself. Then I rinse out the conditioner.
You're in the shower usually about 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
No. It takes me that long from leaving bed to getting back into my room to get dressed sometimes, but I woke up
Here's
today.
another question. Why do you, when you leave the shower, why do you, like, not have clothes in the bathroom with you? That's what I do.
Why would I do that?
Because you get out of the shower, you dry off in the bathroom, then you put the clothes on. But
No,
you
I
come
put the
out.
clothes on in my room.
No. This is what you do. You come out of the shower with a stupid towel around you, and you walk out into the room where everyone always is, and you stand there talking to people.
I'm wearing underwear.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Then why do you even... Well, I don't know what's going on here. Then you go into your room and you disappear again.
Yeah, I go into my room to change into my actual clothing.
I just feel like it's kind of weird.
I don't see the problem.
So this is what you do. You get out of the shower, you put underwear on, and then you put a towel on, and then you walk around for
No,
a couple
okay,
minutes?
here's what happens. Well, let's just say it's a day when I'm filming. I get out of I turn off the water in the shower.
Uh-huh.
I rub the extra water off of myself. I grab a towel. I wring my hair out. I wrap my hair up in the towel. Then I grab another towel. And while I have one around my hair, I dry myself off.
Yeah.
I know everybody loves hearing this. This is what you all wanted to know.
Well, you're not defending
And
yourself
then
from my
before I
attacks.
step out of the shower, I'm already about 90% dry, so I don't leave water puddles all over my floor.
All right, well, that's fair enough. I just think I didn't know you were wearing stuff underneath, but it's still weird.
Oh, yeah. Then I shave. Then I shave. I
right, this
comb
is
my
over.
hair.
This is
I
over.
brush my hair. I put mousse in my hair. I brush my hair again. And then I put on my underwear and step outside.
All right, now we all know.
Yes.
Gotta get Ed in here.
All right, Ed time.
We call Mr. Ed. And let's get him in here. There we go.
Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. We're waiting for Ed. He's gonna sign on.
See if it works. Sometimes the connection's weird.
Waiting for the best of us indeed.
Hello.
Ed!
Hello!
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing quite good. You're here now. As soon as I hear your voice, things just get better, sir.
Okay, do I, John Harrington wants to show video. Accept all videos? Yes.
We got you already.
Accept.
We got you.
And, hey, JC, how you doing? OJ.
Yep.
JC is someone even more
JC
important than you.
Oh, really?
Everybody's more important
Wow.
than me.
Ed, what's going on today, sir?
Well, I got in like 3 minutes ago from walking
wow.
my daughter to her Jeep
Oh, wow.
because she's got a job interview in Santa Monica, so she had to split.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sorry for that because I wanted her to hang for the show for a bit. Anyway.
Did you bring it up to her at all? Did she seem like she was into it at all?
Oh, she was up for it. Yeah,
Oh, wow,
I told
okay.
her what we wanted to do with the VidCam, and she was up for it. But she thought that if she stayed for that she'd be stuck and she couldn't leave. And I said, no, you'd be able to leave. But anyway, that was You're seeing video on this call because
We got you, Ed. It's all good, man.
Okay.
We got you.
So I haven't been able to follow what you've been doing because she's been here wanting to watch Man in the Moon. You know, the Jim Carrey
yeah, that
doing
was
the
good.
life
Andy
of
Kaufman?
Oh, yeah.
Andy Kaufman, right?
Yeah.
So she got totally hooked into that,
Right.
and
Well, that's probably better than what we were doing, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's probably a little bit better. So Ed, man, it's always great. We get you once a month now. It's a great treat. Mm-hmm. What's been going on since the last time we talked to you?
Oh, what's been going on? Well, it's gotten active, commercially active, commercial auditions, a lot of things pending, and I can't talk about any of them because they are advertising campaigns and any kind of social media release of that information.
You have to sign like non-disclosure stuff.
Yeah, you have to sign non-disclosures.
That actually happens. So you always hear stories about that.
Yeah.
Did you ever
I
like
can tell you about the one that has aired already is no secret. So that T-Mobile ad where the four guys are riding into the middle of town, and the one guy says, "You people are going to do what we tell you."
Yep.
Yeah, I was almost that guy.
Oh wow.
But since that one is aired, it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I love the monster one that they have. The T-Mobile has. The guy is asking a Frankenstein monster, which phone do you like better?
Okay, I saw that one too. Yeah.
Anyway, so there was that, and what else has been going on?
Did you ever get a script or something, and you're not supposed to talk about it, but you're just so excited that you kind of spill the beans a little bit?
And I jinx myself every time.
Oh, really? And then it doesn't work out in the end, huh?
No, you really should, keep it close to the vest.
'Cause I feel like that'd be really tough. Imagine that, John. Like you got a part or something, and you can't tell anyone about this,
Oh, that would be rough.
but you're really excited about it.
But you're excited about it.
Right? That'd be hard to I imagine.
Yeah. Well, there was one during the week that I can't talk about. That would have been like a. Well, you know what flow is, the character flow for
Aggressive.
for progressive. Yeah, it would have been that kind of a gig.
Oh wow! So it'd be like a regular spot,
like a regular thing.
Wow.
And that would have been the last job I would have had to have, look for, because that sets you up. That sets you up. But that didn't come through, and I can't tell you about it because it's also a campaign concept.
Yeah.
Of a completely different nature. I was just using a different, like a parallel.
Maybe someday you can talk about it. Someday.
Someday.
All right, I'd like to hear about it. I was going to ask you, did you get one of those parts we talked about last time you were on, like Batman or one of the Godzilla we were talking about? I thought maybe we helped you out with getting one of those parts. So.
No, I think I don't stand a clam's chance on Mount Everest of being Superman or Batman.
I think you could be like an older Batman.
I could be an older Batman.
There's been a lot of comics that are Batman older in life.
Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, I think you do an awesome job with that.
Batman Beyond.
I like it. I like it. Let's just keep it between ourselves.
All right. Well,
let's not tell anyone about this idea.
I think we should make the whole thing. I think we should come out there. We'll make the whole thing, put it together, and there we go.
Anyway, here's the picture. Here's a picture of my daughter. Here's who we don't get to play with today.
Right.
She was going to do the MTV thing but this is the picture that a dad has in his wallet.
Right.
That he shows everybody.
And she's doing film stuff, right?
And she does film stuff. She writes, she directs. She's a junior at Sonoma State University, and she's getting an internship, and that's the job that she is going to Santa Monica.
What's it like to have you as a dad? How would you describe that?
What's it like to have me as a dad? It's absolute hell to have me as a dad.
Why do you say that?
Heaven. Why? because I'm an artist and an actor and a romantic and an idealist and we've had fun. I mean, Spencer and I are pretty tight.
Right.
But I'm so, she's daddy's little girl, so I'm in her face all the time. What's going on? What are you thinking? Got any problems? Blah, 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 back off.
Right. Have you been watching anything? Any movies come your way recently? I know sometimes they send you stuff. Academy.
Oh no, that's just when there's some kind of
award season. Okay.
That's when there's a season and there are awards and there's things for me to watch and vote on and stuff.
Okay.
So I did get an invite to see Into Darkness. Is that the new Star Trek movie?
Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah. But it already opened. Usually I get these invites to see a pre-screening.
It comes out tomorrow.
It comes out tomorrow?
Yep. Or I guess tonight at midnight or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Weird.
Well, I don't see it until the 23rd, so,
Huh.
Oh, so you are going to go? Is that...
Oh, I'm going to go, yeah, because it's an invite to the Paramount lot, and you get to see it on,
Oh, wow.
They're really nice.
What's it like at the lot? Like, is it interesting at all, or is it just kind of like warehouses, pretty much, or is it something to see?
The Paramount lot?
Yeah.
Well, from the outside, yeah, it just looks like sound stages, which are big... like aircraft hangars, like
right.
airport hangars, sound stages. They're just huge interiors.
Yeah.
And and a lot of brick buildings from the outside. What's interesting? The Universal lot is interesting because they have a lot of, or they have like a New York street scene town that's permanently set up. That's been used over and over and over again. They still have the house that was used in Psycho.
Oh wow!
Really?
The little house on the hill,
Even now.
and you
Oh,
take
that's
a
like
little
that's
tour.
iconic stuff, man.
Yeah.
Huh. You could
So-
you could take tours of some of this stuff. I never did it.
Universal
never
Studio
did. I'd like to
Tours
do
is one of
this.
the most popular attractions.
I missed the tour.
Why'd
If
you
I
miss
had
the tour?
flown
They
to
left
LA
without you?
one day earlier, I would have gotten to see the tour.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like they left without you, like you were there and they just ran off. Left you
No, I just took the wrong vacation day and missed it.
behind. Okay.
Everyone else said it was fun.
I like
Yes.
the live action shows at Universal Studios a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I have some friends who, like one guy I knew who played Dim for me in Clockwork Orange, and he was their regular Fred Flintstone.
Huh.
He would go yabba dabba doing, you know, through that set. You
Right.
know.
I got a question for you. I got a friend of mine who was he's trying to get into the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
Is it tough to get into that? Apparently, or I thought pretty much if you had a gig, you could they would let you in. But
It's one of those catch-22s. You have to get a SAG jobs, and then they'll let you in. Well,
Yeah.
how do I audition? How do I get in?
you actually have to
Unless I-
audition to it.
No, you can't audition. You have to book a gig.
Okay, that's under the
But
guidelines.
you know,
already.
there is Taft-Hartley. There's a Taft-Hartley Act where you can accrue points toward membership.
Huh.
You
Wow.
logging certain hours. If you do a certain number of hours here, there, or a certain number of days, they can Taft-Hartley you in. I joined the other union, AEA. There's the Actors Equity Association, the stage union, and at that time you could buy into SAG or AFTRA from your parent union, and that's what I did.
Does that ever get
Now,
complicated? Like you have to be part of all these things to work? Does it ever become like a bad counterproductive or
No, it's
slowing
good to
people
be
down?
a union member.
It's good, okay.
But not until you're ready to. Not until you're really ready to, because once you are, then you can't do non-union work.
yeah?
Ooh. Yeah.
And sometimes that's the only thing feeding the bulldog. So, some actors have a union name and a non-union name, and
Yeah,
that
we
works until
worked with someone once that was part of it. We did do quite a bit of things to have him allowed to work with us.
A lot of hoops.
It was pretty crazy.
A lot of hoops.
So listen, John. I can see OJ, but I can't see you. I'm just seeing the square that says the show.
Yeah, I don't show up on Skype because I'm in the streaming thing, so it kind of takes the camera away from that.
It's going to have to be this way.
So.
All right.
All right. So anyway, last time you were on, you played some music for us. You did John Lennon's "Imagine,"
Right.
and this was like the biggest thing ever. After that, people couldn't stop talking about it. A lot of messages, a lot of comments about it. People really enjoyed it. They said you did the song justice, and
that was
that's
most
tough.
flattering. That was, John Lennon was he was a hero of mine for the message that he was trying to carry to the world.
Oh yeah.
And so, in anticipation of maybe doing a song on your show, I thought about the songs that had become important to me, the songs that I enjoy playing recently for one reason or another. And when I put them out there, it was Imagine, or it was Story in Your Eyes, Moody Blues, or it was the first half of Bohemian Rhapsody, because I still work on
really?
that,
Well, that's a little different.
I love that
Or-
song.
The other was Hotel California, and that's what Vitor Silva.
Okay, Vitor, yeah, I think we've seen him before in the chat here.
Yeah, he wrote back saying that's what he wanted to see. That's what he wanted to hear.
So you were asking people on the fan club page.
I was asking people on the fan club page.
Okay, of course, people can find the Ed Trotta fan club on Facebook and join that and talk to Ed a little bit. And maybe vote on some songs he's going to do. Apparently this is going on, so you should definitely go and join and check that out.
Mm-hmm.
So he requested Hotel California, the
He
Eagles.
requested Hotel California. This song became important to me when I left California and got some perspective on California. I mean, I knew the song for a long time. It's an old song. I thought it was an 80s song, but it actually was released in 77.
Right.
Older one.
And you know, I always enjoyed the song, but it was only when I took this job in West Virginia for 2 years that I had a perspective on California that the song kind of had more meaning for me.
So you went from Westchester to California to West Virginia.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
New
so
York.
places in between?
That's just yeah, I'm a New Yorker originally.
Yeah, people might not know this, but you're from where you're originally from is where I pretty much live now,
That's right.
which is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
From the
I'm
same.
from there too.
Yeah, G's from there too. Yeah, I forgot about that. You left it though, so you don't count anymore.
I'm 40 minutes away from there.
I'm 40 minutes
He
away.
took off. I'm still here, but where I live now is where Ed grew up, basically.
Yeah, and I would like to get back there, frankly.
I'd love to see
think
it.
I was happier back there.
Oh yeah.
I liked it, yeah. And well, and that's, yeah.
It's a good place. It's you're not in the city. You're in kind of the country in some ways, but you still have the city there if you want to go, and it's a great place.
You're in the suburbs.
You're in the suburbs.
Yeah, there's apples everywhere.
What?
There's apples everywhere.
Yeah, there's orchards all over the place.
People used to throw apples at his house, Ed. Don't worry, but he doesn't know
Well,
what's that.
out here there are oranges everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's
Really?
why we've got Orange County and you've got the Big Apple.
There you go.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Huh.
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 I
I never thought of
literally,
it.
did you?
No, I didn't think of it that way before. I'm just kind of... It's percolating in my head now.
All right. So Ed, you said you moved to West Virginia, and you got some perspective on California. You were saying.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta get some distance from anything, from something you've written, something you've done, something You
Yeah.
have to give it a little time, give it a little perspective,
Right.
and and just to presume to do Hotel California at all, the way the Eagles do it. I don't know if you've ever heard their live concert version.
Yeah. They got a few guitars going. It's pretty intricate.
Man.
It's real nice.
Yeah. Well, that's that's a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
But this is the Stay Ballsy show, right? So it's ballsy to try
You
to
gotta
cover.
you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
All right, so maybe I should just play the song and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, if you'd like to, it's up to you.
Go for it.
And I've done what I can to make it my own because I am not a band.
Right.
And
It's your rendition.
my rendition. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up in the air. Up ahead in the distance I saw shimmering lights. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. Thought I heard them say, hey, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She's got the Mercedes Benz. She's got a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, said, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, hey, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. We be living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, what a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chamber, gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. Had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax in the night, man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Just gotta drive away now.
Yeah. Very
Thank
nice. Very nice.
I love
Awesome.
that song.
John.
That was awesome.
OJ, thank you everyone listening.
I feel like taking a nap right now, Ed. Very relaxing.
That was just awesome.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. You know, it's a song. Yeah, I did make it my own in a couple of places, like
A little accent going there.
The characters came alive. Like they were different. The different people talking were distinct. They were quite different, and it didn't break up the flow of the song at all.
Well, I did make. I had an idea that the Nightman and the Captain are the same guy. He just puts on different hats and serves the lady.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but I think of the lady as Joni Mitchell.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's why I say, we are all just prisoners here. That little crack in her voice.
Okay.
Of our own device. It's such a Joni Mitchell line. And I love Joni Mitchell. I've loved her since Blue, since that album Blue. But in Court and Spark, she really did come up with an attitude about California. California coming home, you know. And I think of Joni Mitchell as being the landlady. And up ahead, I saw the shimmering light is the lyric, but I say shimmering lights, plural, because every time I've flown into LAX, I find myself over the shimmering lights for about 20 minutes. I'm amazed at how sprawling, how enormous, how huge the whole LA landscape is. So I made that plural, and yeah, just little things to make it your own song.
Right.
When you don't have the harmony and those musicians.
Well, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole production. We gotta we'll get OJ to do some of those background voices for you maybe someday.
Okay. Yeah, I know he's good at them.
You can do it.
Yeah, I've been following your show. Can't wait for that next installment. I understand pretty soon, right?
I hope so.
Ed's gonna get an early viewing. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna send it off to him, see what he thinks.
He'll probably get it before I do.
Yeah, he will actually. Yes, that is true.
Hey, if anyone deserves it, it's Ed.
Yes.
He'll have better constructive criticism than me. By a long shot. Sweet.
Well, John said this is the best episode yet. One
Whoa,
coming
whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa. It might be. We'll see. It's not done, but we'll see.
Okay.
What happens.
Yeah, set the bar for yourself. Go ahead.
Yes.
Setting the bar. Setting the bar for like the high dive here,
So
which
Ed-
doesn't even have a bar.
So it seems like we're talking about East Coast, West Coast, or maybe living different places and stuff like that. Where's you've been around? What are some differences you find in living in different areas?
Well, like we said earlier, it's like apples and oranges.
Huh? Yeah.
It is the big apples in Orange County. It is apples and oranges. They're so different. The California is technically a desert region,
Okay.
so it's dry, and the weather really hardly ever changes, or just a little bit, and that's maddening because you don't notice time pass. I think the seasons are like a natural clock for Mother Nature.
Yeah, it definitely even affects kind of like your mood in a lot of ways.
It affects your mood and
Affects your whole
it
thing.
reminds you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also, it's everything. It's colors that I find the East Coast, the colors are more vibrant. For some reason out here, everything is more pastel. On the East Coast, things are cozy. Out here, things are expansive. Foliage is different. Palm trees. Well, yeah, you have that in the southeast.
Right.
And the business is different. The business is, there's California and then there's Los Angeles, and never the twain should meet. Los Angeles is not a good representation of California. California is a beautiful state. It's got everything to offer: mountains, and woods, and desert, and ocean, and beach. And it's a beautiful state. Los Angeles is a city, but it's not a metropolitan city like New York is. When you fly into New York, bang, there it is.
Yeah.
You fly into Vegas, there it is, or Boston. You see them in Washington. LA is just kind of comes on you, and it there is a downtown, but it's kind of small. And then there's Century City, which is probably as big or bigger than downtown. And then the town is divided into neighborhoods, but Manhattan can't be. It's an island. And within the island, of course, there are neighborhoods. There, Clinton, Soho, et cetera, Village, Uptown. But the business is different. In the East, I did almost exclusively stage work.
Yeah.
I'd get a couple of days on the soap operas now and then. And out here, it's almost exclusively TV and film. And the stage is like Cinderella. It's like it's like the Cinderella to the ugly stepsisters of film and TV.
So if you want to be more of a stage guy, you want to be in New York, and then the film and TV is pretty much just going to be in L.A.
Yeah, and let's not forget Chicago.
Chicago's got some stuff
Chicago,
too, huh?
a lot too, huh?
Yeah, Chicago's got some chops. A lot of good stuff comes out of Chicago, especially if you're stage oriented. I almost stayed there the second time. I spent a couple of years in Chicago.
Really?
I spent 1972 there with Godspell, and I spent 1976 there with Equus. At the same theater. In fact, the same dressing room. And so I went to find my mirror, and there was a little Godspell sticker from 4 years ago. And that made me feel like a vet. I was 26 years old.
Oh, wow.
But I played that same theater 4 years earlier. And I almost stayed in Chicago the last time I was there because it was so much fun. It was so much fun. There was a theater on every corner.
There's that much theater?
Yeah, a lot of theater. Steppenwolf, the Organic Theater, St. Nick's Rep, the Goodman Theater is there, and a lot of training. It's a good town. Good town for training. They call it the second city, second to New York for that.
Oh, that's where Second City. What is it? Second City Comedy comes from? It's from Chicago, then, huh?
Exactly.
Yes.
That explains so much.
Yes, OJ.
Boy, OJ's having inspirations.
He's learning.
Apples and
He's learning all
oranges.
kinds of things.
I
He's having all kinds of emotions today. I don't know what's happening. All right.
had too many cookies. Okay,
Fairly, yes.
it's sugar.
So, yeah, the East Coast and West Coast, they're both wonderful places. I look forward to coming back to, going back home. I consider the East Coast home.
Yeah.
I've had fun in Hollywood. I sometimes describe my career as having spent a little time on Broadway, a lot of time on the road, too much time in Hollywood, and not enough time in the country.
Aw.
Mm.
Well, in the country, you mean like rural
In the country.
areas?
Yeah, something rural. That's why I wanted that That's why I took that West Virginia job from 2008 to 2010, because I was in the Four Seasons region of Bluefield, West Virginia, and it was just nice topography, territory, climate, landscape. It was a nice place to live.
So you initially, you went from New York to L.A., right?
Yeah.
The first time you moved away?
Well, I'd been to L.A. before, but
Oh,
I
okay.
moved here in '87. I was with a show that was supposed to go back to Broadway. It was Sweet Bird of Youth with Lauren Bacall.
Yeah.
And we closed at the Amundsen, kind of premature to our Broadway opening.
Right.
We premiered in Denver, opened here. We were supposed to go to San Francisco, Dallas, I think Boston, then New York. But we closed here, and it was pilot season, so I thought I'll stick around for a month or two.
And you stayed.
And that was 26 years ago.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was like the first time you went to California from New York? Do you remember that? Like what it was like? Was it jarring at all, or you loved it, or what was going on?
Oh yeah, well the first time I came here was helping a friend move. This was in '75, and he bought a van, and we took about 2 weeks to get here.
Oh, wow.
Wow, heck of a trip that.
Just because we were, going to make stops in Nashville and New Orleans and the Grand Canyon and stuff like that. And when we finally got to the other ocean, and the trip was over, I just spent a few days and then flew back. But that was a nice way to transition because it was slow. Now when you fly east to west, it's a little more shocking. It's a little more...
I heard a quote one time. I want to get your take on this. It was along the lines of people from the East Coast don't trust places that are too nice. Or
don't trust places where people are nice.
No, but don't trust places where it's too beautiful or too nice looking. I thought it was kind of true in some ways.
You mean we think it's all fake?
I mean, that's not to put down the East Coast for having its beauty. It's
Right, we're used to
shore,
we're used to something a little different maybe, and then you go to some of these places that palm trees and stuff like that, and you're kind of like, oh, what is this? I don't know.
Well,
we like things to be a little more. I don't know, maybe a little less beautiful, a little dirtier, maybe a little more.
A little less beautiful,
a little
more believable,
a little less sleek.
Well,
and,
I can relate to that from the experience of having Times Square kind of taken over by Disney. Not
Okay.
Walt Disney, Disney.
Yeah.
Cleaned up Times Square.
Right.
And that bummed me out. I liked the seedy Times Square. I liked
you did?
I liked the kind of tawdry 42nd Street. Because it was full of theaters, the Lyric, the Amsterdam, Broadhurst, Flo Ziegfeld's theater, and eventually those roadhouses and vaudeville places became cheap movie theaters where they showed, skin flicks or kung fu or, and it kind of was raw.
And they're not cheap now.
But it was something real about that. There's something.
Well, now it's more of a big tourist area now.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Trying to sell you stuff.
Discovery Channel area.
Right.
Lowe's gigantic $15 movie theater, $20 for 3D.
Yeah. See, I remember the $2.75 for the triple feature days.
Triple feature. Good luck finding somebody who's gonna, give you more than one movie for $20 now.
Yeah. But hey, welcome to the new millennium.
Yeah, well, they realized they can make some money off that spot, so all the big corporations moved in there and, try to make some money.
Well,
so.
Yeah, it is Times Square.
Well, Ed, I think you should come back, man. If you'd like to meet up or something. Maybe OJ will pay for dinner or something and go out and we'll have a good time, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you back.
Thanks.
Let us know if you're in the area, dude.
I will definitely keep you posted.
All right, so we got a couple of questions people sent in today.
Good.
That I maybe want to throw your way if you don't mind.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. It's kind of an interesting one. This is from Arno. And he says, did you enjoy cartoon shows? And cartoons, and maybe you have a favorite cartoon.
I like Warner Brother cartoons. I like Mel Blanc.
Oh yeah.
I like that sense of humor and that. I like Spike the dog and Sylvester and Tom and Jerry. I like Warner Brothers better than I like Disney. Hanna-Barbera I could never really get totally behind. Favorite cartoons in particular, well, I guess I love Tom and Jerry.
The musical ones?
Huh?
The musical Tom and Jerry ones?
I guess probably the original Tom and Jerry.
They had some really good, short cartoons that took a piece of classical music and it carried you through the entire cartoon.
Well, they didn't speak, so pretty much,
That's right.
There was a score to them,
Yeah.
They had good scores. Yeah, a lot of the characters didn't speak. They would just run around and stuff. Then you had all the police sounds in there. So it was, this stuff's brilliant. This was really brilliant stuff, a lot of that. The original Warner Brothers
thought there was a lot of great stuff on that.
So did I.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I like Warner Brothers, too.
You like Warner Brothers, Ralph?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because of all the ducks.
Oh, yeah, there were ducks.
Yeah, there was Foghorn and Leghorn. Remember him?
Oh,
yeah, I remember Foghorn and Leghorn.
Go away, boy, you bother me. Yeah.
I defer to Ralph when it comes to cartoons.
He still watches them now, huh?
He still watches them.
When I can.
When Ed lets you use the television, Ed's usually watching stuff.
Well, I lay him down on the bookshelves where he can have a view of the TV, see?
Right, okay, there you go. Well, that's nice of you. Let's see, we got...
Any other questions?
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of questions. Let's see. This is from the Ramborgian Doorman. He says, what is the most important emotion to convey on stage, vocal or physical expression? He says, also, are there any tips on how to portray expressions such as tears and laughter to help deliver a genuine performance?
Oh, well, that's a lot of questions.
That's a lot of questions.
The first one was kind of the most intriguing. What is the most important emotion?
Right.
How do you answer that? The most important emotion is the honest one.
The real one.
It's the true one. It's the one you're feeling. That's the one you should portray. And if you are internalizing and connecting and listening, you'll feel it. You'll react, and it'll read. It's hard to say that there is a more important emotion than another. Important being the weird word in that inquiry.
Okay.
They're all important. Laughing and crying. I find it easier to cry than laugh.
He might be asking what's more important, the vocal or the physical part. I'm not
the
sure.
Vocal or the physical
I think that might be what he's
part.
asking.
which is more important?
Yeah.
Vocal or the physical they're really inseparable.
Right.
They really are. You physicalize. All right. I know a drama teacher who once stood up in the second balcony at a performance of Streetcar Named Desire, and yelled at Marlon Brando to please speak up.
We lost him.
No.
Are you still there, John?
Yes.
All right.
Ed.
I'm back.
Oh, man.
Let's see if we get him back.
Ed?
It's the joy of Skype, John. It's the joy of Skype.
Ed? Come back to us. We miss you.
Just give him a second. We're just starting to get into it, man. You know?
I know. I'm trying to figure this stuff
As
out
soon as-
because I need this.
As soon as Marlon Brando comes up, then you know you're on, you know?
Yeah.
Let's try to get him back. Here we go. Don't worry, we'll get him in. We'll get him back. We'll go a little longer if we have to. OJ will be here all night. I'll eventually go to sleep. OJ will just keep going with it.
Going and going and going.
OJ, entertain everyone while we wait.
Everyone, I am your friendly neighborhood OJ. And
Okay.
we're attempting to fix the computers. For we have lost the great Ed Trotta's internet connection.
Yeah.
We are doing our best. Instead, I will entertain you by...
Oh, wow.
That's all you get. That's all I got, friends. We miss you. But, I have not seen Sword Art Online. I saw, like, the first episode and that was it. Which is sad. I think John has just spoken with the great Ed Trotta and gotten an update on the status of the great Ed Trotta.
Yeah, apparently his computer's just rebooted out of nowhere, so we're going to wait a couple minutes to get him back in here. No problem.
That stinks.
We'll go a little longer if we have to, whatever. Thanks for sticking around, everybody.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been watching the chat. Don't think I don't look at it. I see many things going on. And it's been constant, same number of people the whole night. It's really good. You're in like ultra widescreen right now.
Oh, I just remembered what I wanted to talk about briefly.
What is it? It's not something filthy, is it?
No, is anyone out there going to be in the Sandusky, Ohio region between June 6th and 9th? If so, come to Colossal Con, where you can meet me. Because I'm going to be there at the Athena's Wink booth, and we're going to be selling stuff.
Where is this?
We'll be sure it's Sandusky, Ohio.
What the hell?
What?
I never even heard of that town. Is that a major city or something?
I don't know, but it's major enough.
Well, I obviously don't know a lot about Australia. Maybe I don't know a lot about Ohio either. I don't know. But, that's pretty cool. You're gonna have some StayBallsy shirts or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the StayBallsy shirts. Maybe bring some more StayBallsy shirts. I'm not sure if we want to do another limited edition shirt color run, because we did the white ones for New York Comic Con. I don't know if we want to do
blue
another.
or something.
I was thinking blue, but I honestly love wearing blue shirts.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else will like it. Maybe no one
All
else
right,
wants
everybody cool with a royal blue
Well, you could do
StayBallsy
is you
shirt?
could send in. You could tell us in the comments or send an email or something. What colors do you want?
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, send us what colors you want. I mean, I kind of want to get this make my order really soon because I need it for like 3 weeks from now.
Moonsbros is purple.
Purple?
Somebody says OJ was molested as a child by Sandusky. That's kind of weird. I don't understand that.
Oh, man. So we got a lot of color things coming in here. People want poop brown. Actually, that's kind of appropriate. But no, it's don't take any from anyone. So if it's on our shirt, does that mean we've taken it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Huh. I don't know. Personally, I like the idea of blue. It seems like we don't have a lot of consensus here.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Don't worry about it.
Well, we'll see what comments we have by 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Hello, sir.
Oh, all right. I think Ed is back up and running. So it is time for us to prepare for the reunion with the great man himself, Ed Trotta. Thank you for listening to me in the meantime, and we'll have Ed back in just a moment. Here he comes now. Everyone, be ready to continue.
You don't have to say that. He's coming, obviously. I should edit all that out, including the crazy intro we had today. OJ, drum roll going. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, you know.
Come on, Ed. Ed, we're waiting for you. We want you back on the show because we miss you, bro. Okay, what?
What are you... There he is.
Well,
There
Rob?
we are. Are
Yes.
we
All
okay
right.
now?
yes.
Oh, what a mess.
It's the fun of the internet, Ed.
It's the internet, huh?
Internet's
It's not
pretty much...
perfect?
Oh,
It's
no.
not perfect yet.
It's not. It's, as far as this kind of stuff goes, it's pretty much the bottom of the barrel, man. Doing the internet stuff.
Yeah.
It's been on the stage. It's been in movies and TV. Now you're going to taste
Now
of
I'm on the internet. No,
Now you're
this
gonna
is
taste
the
of this.
future. This is, this is where we're all headed.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just gonna, we're gonna refine this, and cable's gonna go away, and internet. I mean, not internet, cable and dish and satellites, and it's all gonna be. We're gonna watch everything we want on computer.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a good point. I mean, Netflix made their own series, House of Cards, and it sounded like it did a good job.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay.
So, Ed, we
Yeah.
left off, you were talking about Marlon Brando. Something about Marlon Brando.
Yeah,
talk
man,
about Speak
Brando
Up.
was on stage in Streetcar Named Desire, and a woman that I happen to know through my training stood up and said, "Louder, please." She couldn't quite hear him. We're talking about which is more important, physical or vocal.
Right.
And yeah, the point being that Brando may have mumbled some of his lines. He may have been like, Stella, I can't mumble. But he physicalized and internalized so well that you didn't have to hear him to know what he was conveying.
Yeah.
Okay. On the other hand, you got Laurence Olivier, who was as articulate as one could be. And whenever he was criticized, it was for being too cold. You could see the wheels turning. But, I'm just using extreme examples of a method actor versus a skilled, a RADA trained actor. And when either are at the top of their game, you can't tell the difference. You don't know who's being method, who's being, who's using skills, who's internalizing, or who's more, what's the word? Extrovert. No, that's not what I mean. Brando and Olivier, you could call Brando a technician also,
Huh.
and you could call Olivier as method as they get as well. You could just flip that call. And I don't know if that made sense in terms of the answer to what's more important, vocal or physical.
Right.
They go together. If you internalize, they'll both come out correct. They'll both come out in tune with each other and in tune with that most important emotion to convey.
So it's a total package you're trying to put forth,
Yeah.
basically. All right. We got one more from Moonsboro.
As far as crying goes,
Yes.
there are tricks. On crying on film,
Oh, yeah. I forgot
they'll
about that.
blow menthol across your eyes
Ah.
with a straw, or they will put a seed just under your lip.
Oh, wow.
Your eyelid, And that will
God.
make you cheer.
Oh.
If that's what you want. There's a seed that will make you do that. That's not harmful.
How
There are-
have you done it in the past?
There are tricks. How have I done it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm organic enough to be able to cry on cue to a certain extent. You know, I mean, don't ask me to do this over and over.
We're gonna ask you to do it right now, Ed, tonight.
Dude.
Next time you come on, we'll watch you crying as we start.
Oh,
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. I was just joking around.
You really?
Ed, don't cry, man. Come on. This is terrible. No. John, tell him something nice. John, say nice things to him. This time. John,
I don't know how to act when people cry.
I feel like crying too now.
Oh,
all right.
wow.
No, I don't mind.
Do you actually get tears to come down? Like this?
If I had a good camera.
Wow. That's tremendous. I want to, I would love to,
Wow.
I'd love to learn some acting from Ed. I don't know what I'm doing
Seriously.
with that stuff. That's tremendous. Like, I feel the sadness.
And you just turn it off. Oh my
We're all
gosh.
feeling the sadness right now.
Oh, no, I'm fine now.
It's perfectly fine.
Everything's hunky-dory.
Okay, great.
One of the hardest jobs I had was to laugh hysterically, uninterrupted.
Huh.
It was in a show called The Play's the Thing, and I was Albert Adam, and I had to laugh, and it just winded me. I could only poke myself and tickle myself. I could only do that for so long.
How long did you have to do it for? You wanted like several minutes of that?
Yeah, it was
my
like
God.
it was like a long scene, and you had to be quiet, and you had to time it so that you weren't interrupting the guy's lines, the things that were making you laugh.
Right, yeah.
But that was harder for me than crying. And it may just be the time of life that you're in. That
There you
has
go.
to do with that too.
Right. Great, excellent answers. Thank you. We got one from Moonsboro. He says, what was the craziest thing that has happened to you on a set or a stage?
Oh God, so many wonderful, funny things happen on stage. One of my favorite stories was during a play called My Three Angels. I was one of the three angels, and it was my job at the end of the first act to open a wine bottle. And I knew where the corkscrew was, and I would open the wine bottle, and it was fine, and the act ended. Well, one night I got the corkscrew in enough, but the handle broke off that little curve, but it was enough to pull it out. But I gave the prop man a note. The corkscrew is broken.
Yeah.
We need a new one. And he said, okay. I figured that's taken care of. Next night, 2 minutes before that moment happens, I'm thinking, I wonder if he did anything about that. So I start looking around for other bottles. And sure enough, when I went to the drawer and I pulled it out, I found the same corkscrew and with a little glue where the wood meets the metal thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's not going to work. And I gave it one twist, and the glue broke. The cork was stuck. Everybody went, and I said, it's okay, because I had been watching the set, and I knew where there was a bottle with a cork that was out long enough that I could grab it with my teeth and pop that bottle.
Yeah.
And I practically heard the prop man fall out of the booth with relief, that he didn't.
That was his job on the line right there.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about writing a book about your career and stuff? All these stories and things.
Say again?
Did you ever think about making like a book, like a memoir of some sort, about all your experiences?
Oh yeah,
over the years?
that's been suggested. Yeah, there was the night that they decided to shellac the stage. Before, this was in Chicago at the Studebaker Theater before a performance of Equus, and they shellacked it on a Tuesday night, forgetting that there's a matinee on Wednesday. And the shellac well, they felt it, and they felt, oh yeah, it's dry enough. They can do the show. But in Equus, there are horses with hooves that are pounding into the stage, and the shellac really wasn't dry, and the whole stage was like, anytime anyone walked anywhere. And I enjoyed that performance enormously because I could watch how different actors dealt with it. You know, some actors decided, I'm not going to move.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to walk around. I'm going to stand in one place. And if I get stuck here, so be it.
Yeah, right.
Other actors were like looking at each other's actors' shoes, saying to themselves with their eyes, what are you going to do when you get out there on this sticky floor? And of course, the horses with their hooves, well, we're just going to mess it up.
There you go.
So that was fun. And, you know, going up on lines, I went up on my lines once in a performance of Bell, Book, and Candle. It was a big 3-act play, and we started to improvise a little bit until we got so lost that the leading lady said, I'm going off stage to find out where we are. And she left me alone.
Wow. And you're just left alone on stage.
And so I said, I'm just going to stand here in character and muse about my love and swoon, perhaps. And I just tried to, you know, kill time. She came back with a script, said, here we are, and bang, we got right back to it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. No, we were any kind of like fear creep in at that point. Like, what am I gonna do here? You just keep going.
I wasn't irritated. No, I thought, thank you for being the one to, you know, go off stage and get the book. Right. Oh, there was a time when I left stage because I needed to go to the bathroom.
Oh no!
Wow.
And I knew I needed to go to the bathroom badly enough to leave.
Yeah.
So, this was a Kafka piece. This was The Trial, which is my character's either hallucination or dream or nightmare or whatever, midlife crisis, however you want to interpret Kafka. I just knew I had to leave the stage, and so I just told the other 2 characters who were on stage, I'm going to the facility. I'll be right back. And that's all I said. And they just started to whisper to each other.
Yeah.
That's how they covered the... But in Kafka, you can get away with that. The audience will think, oh, this is it. We're just supposed to wonder what they're whispering about. So it worked.
Right on.
Dang.
All right, Ed, so we're gonna wrap it down here. We went overtime here. I don't want to keep you too long here.
Oh, we are. Yeah, we're at 7. Jeez.
Yeah. So everyone, check out Ed Trotta Fan Club on Facebook, and of course EdTrottaVO.com is your website. EdTrotta.com as well, I believe, right?
EdTrotta.com.
Yeah.
And I guess the Facebook fan club page that you guys are helping me build.
Yes.
Is really my go-to thing now.
Yeah, it's growing every month.
We got to put a link to that. We got to put a link to my website on that.
Yes.
Oh, good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really fun there. If you haven't checked it out yet on the fan club, go check it out. You could write something to Ed. Ed will actually respond to you, and there's all kinds of stuff on there now. I wanted to talk to you more about it. But we're going long, but you had a couple short films on there that you worked on that I watched, which I thought were really good. We'll talk more about that next time you're in, maybe. A little more detail about that. And
next month.
Yes. So Ed, thank you, sir.
Adios from Ed.
You'll be hearing from me soon because I'm gonna send you that episode soon, maybe about a week. See what you think.
Okay. Yeah, looking forward to that.
So be on the lookout, Ed, and we thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Thank you, Ed.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Bye. Bye.
Dude, do you know how much good advice we got today?
It's a treasure trove.
Dude, like, I wish I had that last week.
Oh, well, we're going to wrap it up, man. I'm physically beaten down. I haven't really been sleeping well.
And I got paged for work like 6 minutes ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, that works out.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up, friends. Thank you. We went about 2 hours today. So we appreciate you being there the whole time. We thank you. We're going to wrap it down. Be back next Wednesday. All kinds of tales and stories. I apologize if I was a little out of it today. It's been a couple days trying to get this episode together.
He's been doing so much. He's been doing so much work on this. Seriously,
and
guys.
then I'm like, oh shit, I got to do a show intro, and then I just put something together. I don't even know what that was. And but it's a good time, man. I do it because I love it. I do it because I love you guys, and you know, what else would I be doing myself?
Thank you all for coming out
Thank you,
here.
ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of Genre Presents, the very best in free and optional entertainment. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.